Hi guys. Hope you're all doing well, and I hope that you're all staying safe. I don't usually upload a lot of videos on YouTube, but I thought I may as well, just in case, just because. I hope you guys are all keeping yourselves kind of occupied and entertained during your lockdown. I certainly have because I've been doing I've been doing this. So basically, I just thought because my favorite Disney movie is Beauty and the Beast, so I just thought to myself, well, considering the fact that you know, I need to need to do something or else I'm gonna go insane, I may as well just make it on The Sims. So I just thought, I'd give that a go, and I just wanted to show you guys what I've been doing. So um, I think right now I'm gonna show you because I'm not playing right now. Like I recorded this beforehand, but I think right now I'm going to show you what I've been, the characters I've been working on, and yeah. So I'm quite proud of them actually because they were quite a lot of work. I think they took overall this whole thing took like a solid I don't know 2 weeks, and I haven't even finished it yet. Still, I've still got a lot to do. But anyway, so this is Belle, and I'm quite proud of her. I think she looks really beautiful. She's very, very pretty. I don't think she needs that much makeup though, because she has naturally beautiful features. Um, yeah, I was really happy with how this turned out, and it's funny because out of all the other characters in The Sims, she's the only one that actually looks like a normal person, because everyone else has a massive head and massive nose and stuff like that, which I'll show you guys in a minute. And she walks like a normal person. I like the choice of her dress as well because even though I was basing it off the animated version, I wanted to have a bit of a kind of modern twist on it, and I can't get the sound. I think I forgot to record the sound whilst I was recording this. So if you guys have The Sims, you will know what she sounds like. So I made her aspiration to find a soulmate. I know that's probably not her main aspiration because she wants to find adventure in the great why somewhere, like she says in her song. But I wanted her to have the same aspiration as the Beast, which I'll show you in a second, because then they can be, soulmates and, love each other and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'll definitely make her more adventurous whilst I'm playing. So I made her a bookworm, of course, because that's who she is. I made her good. That's her being good. And I made her family oriented because she's very she sings an entire song about family. Is this home? Da 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 da. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Now I really love her in this dress. I thought this looked really pretty. It is kind of simple though. Even though it isn't exactly how it looks in the film, I think it does kind of do its job. I think, and again, I didn't put that much makeup on her because she doesn't really need it because she's very, very beautiful. And I like her hair as well. I thought it was good. That's just her exercise outfit if she wants to go jogging around the cottage, around the around the village or something like that. Just a normal sleeping outfit. I think this looks kind of nice. I didn't make everything too extravagant for her because she lives in a cottage, so she doesn't have that much money. But I really like this outfit. She gives me real I don't know, Audrey Hepburn guy or Audrey Hepburn vibes. I don't know about you guys, but I think she looks very much like Audrey Hepburn in this, especially with the hair and the lips. And it's very French as well, and it's just very Paris. So yeah, I think that's all of Belle's outfits, and I made her last name Beauty because I couldn't think of her last name and I couldn't find it anywhere, so I thought may as well. So this is Maurice, and he looks nothing like he looks nothing like his daughter, but oh well, ho hum. But I thought this kind of I wanted to try and make him have that sort of gentle sort of look about him, and I think it kind of gets the message across, and I made his nose really big and his head really big, very cartoony. Yeah, I really liked it, and I like his outfit as well. In my opinion, this is how it looks in the film. I could be wrong, I can be corrected. And I gave him a bit of a gut as well because he is, he's not anyway. He's not too fat, but he's fine. Um, Yeah, so I made him. I couldn't find any inventing kind of aspirations, so I just made him like a painter. Um, because he was that, and he was a painter in the live action version that they did. But anyway, he'll still be inventing and stuff like that. Same thing, not really, but anyway. Um, yeah, like Belle, I made him also family oriented, and I just made him creative as well because he has to be sort of creative because he's an inventor, and I made him a genius, even though everyone else thinks he's crazy. But he is a genius. Everyone's just really mean to him. Um, and he's old, and yeah, again, I can't get the sound out. But if you have the Sims and you know what they sound like, you'll know what they sound like if you if you've heard those voices before. I like the way he walks as well because I think like it's kind of how he walks in the film. He's very positive and he's very like happy and joyful, even though they throw him in an asylum. So I gave him a number of different outfits. Like this is his working outfit when he's inventing and stuff. I kind of liked this one. This is just like a kind of Sunday looking outfit that I thought looked really good on him. And again, another kind of working outfit for Maurice. I like his formal one as well. I like how it looks kind of like unfinished in a way. Now, I didn't choose this for him. I forgot to give him a athletic outfit. So, don't worry. I wouldn't give this to him. The game did. So I would never let him wear this. Don't worry. But I made this for him. I thought this was very him. And I didn't make this for him. The game did. But, this doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's kind of something I think Maurice would wear. Probably. Maybe. Maybe not. But, yeah, I mean, like, let me know what you guys think. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, definitely know what you guys think, but I'm pretty happy with how he turned out. I like the way his face looks, and I like how, I like his clothes, and I think it does its job. Yeah, so, hope you guys liked them. That was Belle and Maurice, and I don't know where we're going to move on to now. I think we're going to look at, Gaston and LeFou. Not this chick. We're gonna we're gonna look at Gaston and LeFou. I'm just checking to see if it's still recording, which it is. These two weren't like incredibly like hard to make, but they weren't like the easiest ones to do. Here's Gaston. As you can see, he is incredibly heightened in masculinity. His thighs and calves are ridiculous, and but that was the look I was going for. Everything was meant to be a little bit kind of exaggerated with these characters and stuff. Now, when I showed my friends this the first time, they were all like, "Oh my god, he looks like the Joker. Like he looks really creepy and stuff." But like, I didn't want him to look like too like dead on handsome because he is the bad guy. So, like everything is like really, enhanced and all that kind of stuff, like high cheekbones, high, like big jaw, big chin, big nose, big eyebrows, and like all that kind of stuff. Kind of like evil, handsome, like darkly sort of handsome, which is kind of the look I was kind of, going for with him. But, I think it kind of gets the message across, hopefully. Yeah. And of course, like, he's incredibly strong and big. I tried to make his neck bigger then, but I can't really. Oh well. Yeah, so I gave him like a deep kind of brash voice. And also like his aspirations, I made him want to be like leader of the pack, because that's kind of like how the village sort of sees him, and how he tries to be, he tries to be this really cool guy that everyone loves, but, and everyone loves him for that, but he isn't. I made him confident because, he kind of has to be. He's very cocky, very full of himself. Excuse me. And I also made him romantic, even though he fails at that with Belle. And, of course, I made him evil because, he is the bad guy after all, So, yeah, I like the way he walks. Look at this. It's like it's so just like him. Like I just thought it was so like very perfect for him. I really like how in this game you can like choose the way the characters walk. I gave him another outfit as well, which isn't really different. It's just another shirt and vest. I don't think he wears this in the film, but you know, it's very similar. I thought it was something that he would wear if like he was in The Sims, which I thought looked really good. And this is his formal outfit. I based this off when he goes to see Belle in her cottage to try and get her to marry him, and fails miserably. He comes off really creepy. I hate that scene. Now, I did do this on purpose because I wanted to like give him like a ridiculous outfit. So yeah, I mean, hope you guys like this. I mean, look at that. Come on. What is Belle thinking? I mean, why wouldn't you just hit that up, you know? Honestly, she's crazy. But yeah, I just did this just for fun. I just thought like it was just kind of a way to poke fun at him, to show just how like ridiculous he is and like how full of himself he is and that kind of stuff. And if I saw those thighs, I would be terrified. So this is his sleep outfit. And yeah, I didn't mean to show that. Whoops. But yeah, I just thought that was, you know, kind of what he would wear if he was to go to sleep. Now, I didn't actually make this outfit for him. The game did, but I'll probably get around to doing that. I mean, it doesn't look too bad, but I probably need to just sort of make some changes. But yeah, I mean, that's Gaston. I think it kind of, I think that kind of looks a lot like him, but I hope you guys like him. So this is LeFou, and he looks so funny. I just think, I just think he looks so funny, and I gave him a kind of like, sort of the same face he has in the cartoon. Like it's kind of sad, you know. Like he's got those puppy eyes, and you know he's got those like that big nose and like the freckles and all that kind of stuff. And he's got kind of a bit of a fat face, but you know that's okay. We still love him. I made him a teenager as well, even though he's probably is like the same age as Gaston in the movie or in the story, but I just thought he kind of has that vibe of just like, you know, he's a younger brother and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I made him have the same aspirations as Gaston in a way, just in his way of just kind of like following in Gaston's footsteps, I'd say. And he's also a bit of a goofball, because he is kind of goofy in the movie and in the story. I made him mean as well. Even though I don't think he is, like, that mean, I think, like, you know, considering the fact he's Gaston's sidekick, he needs to be a bit stepped down from evil, which is mean. And I gave him a gap tooth as well, which I wouldn't forget about. Yeah, I thought that looks a lot like him, and gave him sort of like a bit of a high-pitched, brash voice. And look at the way he walks. Oh my god. It's so funny. And his tummy just looks like a shelf in a way. Like a drawer in a cupboard. I like his belly is huge. I like his outfit, his formal. I didn't choose this one. The game did. I chose this one though, and I didn't choose this one because he kind of looks like a pimp, but you know, it probably kind of does look like something he would wear. But yeah, I mean, that's LeFou for you. So yeah, I think that's those two. So we're gonna just move on to the real kind of hard work throughout this whole kind of process, and I don't think I've still got like a bit to do with them. The Beast Castle, or the characters from the Beast Castle. Now, many of them I had to improv because I couldn't find like human versions of them, but I had a lot of fun with this. This is Lumiere, and he's my favorite character. I think he turned out pretty well. I mean, I made him quite thin. I made his last name Maitre D. I couldn't find his last name anywhere. I don't think he even has one. So I just made it Maitre D, because that is his that is what he does. He's a maître d', and I also gave him a warm voice. 1, because it sounds good, and 2, because, you know, warm, and he's a candle. Ha 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 ha. Funny. I made him an expert in cooking and mixology and food and all that kind of stuff, which he kind of has to be, considering the fact that, you know, he's a maitre d'. So, yeah. So he's a bit of a foodie, as you can see, as he burps. It's disgusting. He's also romantic. Made him very romantic because he has that relationship with Babette. And I also made him outgoing because he's a very outgoing character. He's very welcoming. He likes to make people feel welcome and just happy, I find, which is what I really like about Lumiere. I like the way he walks as well. It's very flamboyant, very flamboyant. Ha ha ha, another pun. When I showed my friends this, they actually thought that he looked kind of like a pimp, because his suit was actually velvet. But like when I first saw the suit, I like thought like of a rusty kind of metal, like gold and stuff like that, which is kind of what, you know, he is. Like, he's a candelabra, so, you know, he has to be kind of gold. So that's the kind of vibe I got from him. And here's his face. I just got like a normal face, and I just heightened all the features, like, you know, his eyes and eyebrows and nose and mustache. And I also gave him blonde hair. I think in the animation movie, he has like brown or red hair, but I gave him blonde because, like, I thought, you know, well, because he's made of wax and his head and hands are made of wax, may as well make them white. I gave him this outfit as well because I thought it looked really nice. He's very thin. He looks kind of like Slender Man. But, you know, now I love this outfit. It's just like so just crazy. Like, it's all sequin and stuff, and it's kind of like, you know, who Lumiere is in a way. Like, he's very kind of like a bit of a showman. And I also chose this because I thought it looked like something he would wear if he was like hosting a dinner party, or like if he was a butler or anything like that. Yeah, I just thought it looked nice. I also chose this outfit for him as well because I thought, why not? And, you know, a lot of the guys in this, a lot of the characters, all the guy characters have robes in this. I made them wear robes. I don't know why. Just, you know, probably got lazy or something like that. And I made his party outfit the same as the formal outfit. But, you know, they're both kind of party-ish. But yeah, that's Lumiere. Quite proud of him. I think he looks pretty good. Very thin, but really good. This is Cogsworth. I had so much fun with him. I think I love the way his body's shaped because I had to make him look like a clock. And I made his last name Le Temps because apparently that means time in French. I could be wrong, but, you know, I think it does. But yeah, I love the way his body looks. I think the outfit is like perfect for him. I made him old. And because like I tried to make him look like a clock, like because he has like his like, you know, the kind of clock part in the middle of his belly. So I thought may as well make that big and like sort of out there, which is kind of funny. And I also gave like his mustache a little bit of a kind of the clock hands. I think that's what they're called. I'm so uneducated. And yeah, this is like him walking, which is, you know, perfect for him. You know, like look at his face. It's just Cogsworth. And I gave him a man bun as well because I think all the guys like have long hair in this because, you know, they don't have hairdressers back then. I made him very smart, you know. He wants to be very good at many things. A snob. He obviously is a bit of a snob because, you know, that's kind of like his sort of character. And I made him a perfectionist because that's kind of who he is. I also made him an art lover because I think like he appreciates a lot of the artwork in the castle more than many of the other characters do, which is kind of nice. So I just thought may as well add that in there as a nice touch. So I really like the face. I don't know why. It just reminds me a lot of Super Mario or something like that. Or like that, you know, it's like that scene in Wreck-It Ralph when Ralph is at the bar at the other game and like the bartender, he kind of looks like that. I don't know. I probably have to find it. That's his formal outfit. Probably should have made it red, but you know, I thought this color was quite nice. So yeah, I didn't make that outfit. I mean, he can wear it if he wants, but you know, I didn't make it for him. But yeah, I'm quite happy with how the face turned out. I like the mustache. I think that's a really nice touch. It's very funny. and it really gives off to his character, I think. Again, I didn't make that outfit, the game did. All of these, yeah, I got kind of lazy doing it. I made the pajamas though. I thought that was very kind of Cogsworthy, very him, which I quite liked. And I didn't make that either. So, yeah, I didn't make him look like Napoleon Dynamite or anything like that. But yeah, I think that's Cogsworth. I think he looks hilarious. I love the way he looks. So next is Mrs. Potts. I love the way that she turned out. I think she's such a lovely character, and she's just so nice and just so nice to everyone. She's so sweet. I found out her name was Beatrice, so I just made that her name, which was nice. And I gave her obviously a sweet voice because she's nice and sweet, and she's just really lovely. Her aspiration obviously would be like to have a happy family because she kind of is like the mother to everyone in the house, pretty much, I think. And yeah, so I just thought, well, may as well make that kind of and also like good at domestics as well, because she's like she is pretty much the head of the house. I know Cogsworth think he is, but she is pretty much the head of the house. And I made her cheerful because, like, I don't think there's ever a moment where she's, like, sad or negative, and neat as well, because, she likes everything to be neat, and, of course, very family-oriented, because, she loves her son, and she loves, being a mother to everyone, which is really, really nice. So, I like the way she walks as well. I don't know why, I just thought that was something that just suited her best. I could be wrong. But, like, I just think that's just so funny. I love the way her face turned out. I think, considering the fact she's a teapot, I think, like, it kind of gives off a good vibe that she is kind of a teapot. Like, especially, like, in her body as well. Like, I didn't want her to be, like, I didn't want the characters to look, like, too normal. I want them to look sort of, like cartoony in a way. So, and of course I gave her like rosy cheeks and like eyeshadow and like pink lipstick, all the kind of nice stuff that she has in the movie, just to have that Mrs. Potts touch to her. Yeah, and also like really high eyebrows. I think I made like pretty much all the characters in this household have like massively high eyebrows, which is kind of funny. Yeah, that's her with the hat. Yeah, now this is the outfit I started out with. I don't really like it, but I thought may as well keep it if she wants to wear it at some stage. But yeah, but I like this outfit much better. I think this is very Mrs. Potts, and I love this. I think she looks so beautiful in this. Like she does look like a teapot. I mean, she kind of has that sort of shape as well, and like I imagine this is like what she would wear if she was singing like the song Beauty and the Beast or something like that. But yeah, and it like hugs her curves and swerves and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, she looks great. And I think I chose that outfit for her as well. I think it looks very nice if she ever wants to go for like a jog or something like that. I didn't give her any makeup or anything like that because don't need it. Don't care. I like that. Now I chose this because I thought like it's good to have like a classy sort of look, but also like have it just be very relevant and reminiscent of her character. I didn't choose that one, but like I thought this was the sleep one was very kind of a reflection of like her character being very light and sweet and pink, which is like kind of the color that she chooses. I tried to make a color for like every character. Here's her son, Chip, and he is adorable. He's so cute. If you could hear it, like he has like this really high pitch voice. I didn't really have to do much with his face because like I just made his genetics like his mum's, and it just kind of turned out like that, and I thought that was perfect. But like I added on the teeth. Chip's got to have that chip. Because I think that's why he has the chip in the first place when he's a cub, because he has that gap tooth. Kind of funny. But yeah, I love this outfit. I thought this was very kind of just so perfect for him. Like with the bow tie and like all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I didn't really have to. I didn't really have to do that much with him. I think I started out with him in like jeans and a t-shirt, but then I changed it. I like his suit though. He looks very smart in that. And I don't think I didn't choose that one either. I chose that one though because I thought he looks absolutely adorable, like with his bunny, like his bunny shoes and all that kind of stuff, which is really nice. And I didn't choose that either, but you know, he looks cool. So yeah, that's Chip. Yeah. I think it's it's a good kind of reflection of who he is. It's very cute, very bubbly, very cheerful. Yeah, so we have Babette. Oh god. Now, I made her last name Fluff. I did have another last name, but the Sims wouldn't allow it because it was too naughty. So I won't say what it was, but you know, yeah. So I made her aspiration to be just very romantic and someone who likes to, because she's very confident in, I found she's one of the characters that's like very confident in her sexuality. So of course I made her romantic and, you know, I mean, you know, that's what Lumiere's getting. And of course she's very confident as well. I think I find her to be very confident, and she's neat because she has to be neat because you know she's a feather duster, so you know she may as well. She kind of has to be a bit neat, and she has like this really kind of high, sort of like Belle's tone of voice, but it's like extremely high. And I gave her a bit of a feminine walk, sissy that walk. Yeah, I really like the outfits as well. I had a lot of fun actually choosing her outfits because it wasn't too hard, but it was just so nice, like trying to be creative with like the French maid look. And I think like, you know, the face is quite well done as well. I gave it like, you know, big lips and the black hair and like the beauty mark as well. It's very, I find it to be like very like Betty Boop and like Betty Page and all that kind of stuff. It's very cute. I really like it. I gave her a number of different outfits actually. This is like her working outfit I gave. I originally had her wearing this, but I thought this wasn't really a good reflection of her character. I thought this was looking nice. It was very kind of featherette dustery with the frills at the bottom, which was nice. And that's just the first one, but without the gloves. But yeah, I really like this outfit. I had a lot of fun with it. This is her formal dress. It's very like dark and mysterious in a way, but still like very kind of like attractive and very beautiful, I find. And I gave her another one because I feel like she probably has more than one formal dress. And I really like this one. I think like yeah, I did intentionally make her quite thin because, you know, yeah, I chose this one just because I didn't really put that much thought into it. Now I don't Now I don't mean to offend anyone, but I did do this outfit on purpose because I thought like if she was to go to bed, she would probably wear something like this. And it was a good kind of reflection of her character. Very kind of that kind of French maid sort of thing. And I did make this outfit as well. I thought it looked really cute, so I thought, may as well. But yeah, I had a lot of fun making Babette. I think she turned out really well. And very good kind of reflection of her character, no matter how inappropriate or naughty it may be. So so I think I'm going to move on to... Oh, God. Ugh. Now, this was... I think this... Madame de la Grande Bouche. Now, I think this was, like... Besides the Beast, which I'll show you guys in a second, this was probably, like, the hardest one to do, because they don't have a human form of her when she's in the animation movie. So I had to base it off what it's like when she's the wardrobe. So I kind of gave her that like big, really big features, like big head, kind of a square nose, massive lips, and like, you know, the eyebrows are like raised to the gods. But I think it kind of, I'm actually quite impressed with myself, considering the fact that they don't have like a human form of her. But like, I think, you know, it kind of looks like her if she was to be a human. I think, and like, the makeup as well. I mean, like, she's a diva, so she's an opera diva, so she kind of has to have, like, sort of the makeup and, like, the beauty mark and, like, the big hair, all that kind of stuff. A bit like RuPaul, I would say. I mean, like, RuPaul probably looks more human than that, but, and of course I gave her I gave her big assets. Well, one, because, like, she's the wardrobe, so, like, she kind of needs to have, like, big sort of assets to her. And two, because she is an opera singer, I thought, like, if she is an opera singer, she needs a lot of space to breathe if she's going to sing opera. So I thought, may as well make everything, like, really big. I didn't make her, like, too, like, large or anything like that, but, kind of almost square looking. But not too square looking. That's why I gave her, like, the big boobs and the big butt and all that kind of stuff. She's a, very diva-like. And of course green, because I thought green was her colour. And there she goes. There she goes in action. Made her a musical genius, because, she kind of has to be. She's an opera singer. Made her a perfectionist, because all opera divas are perfectionists. And, of course, she's very confident as well. Look at that. That's a confident look. That's a confident woman right there. And I made her walk the same way as Lumiere. She's such a diva. Like, because she's the diva of the group, she kind of has to, be extra. And she also looks really tall as well, even though they're all the same height. Now, I love her formal outfits. I love this one. I think, like, this would be something that she would wear if she was, I don't know, at the Royal Opera singing an aria like that. And I love the hair. It's kind of like a green Elsa, and it also makes her boobs look gigantic, which wasn't intentional, but it kind of was actually, because I made her boobs that way. But I think she looks great. And there's another outfit that I really liked, and that one's just the first one, but in blue. But she kind of has to have a lot of clothes. I didn't make that, but she kind of has to have a lot of clothes, considering the fact that she is the wardrobe. And this is a sleeping outfit, with a platform, with her boobs as a platform. And in true diva fashion, she goes to bed with a full face of makeup. I like it's very kind of like Joan Crawford, I kind of like it. I thought, go big or go home. And I didn't make the party outfit either. But yeah, I mean, I'm quite happy with the way that this turned out. So we're going to move on from Madame to the big one. Guess who this is? Oh, gosh. This was bloody work. This was real work. So I'll probably just get to it. So yeah, I just made everything, like, incredibly enhanced, because I had to make him look like an animal. Like, the nose is massive, and I gave him, like, a little white thing on his nose, because, I think in the film he has a different colour on his nose than the rest of his body. I first thought, like, I may as well just give him, like, the bear costume, because he is the beast. But then I thought that kind of, like, takes the fun out of it, because, he is still human on the inside. And then I won't be able to play around with, like, outfits and costumes and that kind of thing. So I thought, may as well just give this a go. And I'm quite happy with how it turned out. I gave him black lipstick to make his lips look darker, and eyeshadow as well. And I, like, pushed his forehead right above his eyes and, like, just pushed it out there. Which was just so much, yeah, I mean, like, it was a lot of fun, but it was bloody hard work. Like, I'm glad I'm done with it, because then I don't have to do it again. I mean, yeah. I didn't intentionally make him too chubby. I did make him really muscly, though, because he is the beast. But, like, he kind of has to be a little bit sort of thick, because he is in a castle, after all, and he hasn't been out there for, like, I don't know how long. So, yeah. So, of course, I had to make his aspiration to find a soulmate, because that's, like, excuse me, he can't do that unless, he can't break the curse unless he finds his soulmate. So, yeah. Of course, he's hot-headed, he's always angry. I made him jealous as well. I wanted to make him, I wanted to make him gloomy, but the game wouldn't allow it for some reason, because I don't think gloomy and hot-headed go together. So I made him jealous, and I made him a music lover as well, because I thought, like, you know, he kind of needs to have, like, a sort of interest in something. He can't be too, like, too, mopey. I made him like, have a deep, brash voice as well, because, and I love the way he walks. Look at this. just, just him creeping around the castle. I thought this was so perfect for him. Yeah. I mean, like, if he was to, like, walk around the castle, he would kind of be like that, because, he is a beast after all. So he can't walk like a person, pretty much. Yeah, and I gave him, like, a lot of other different outfits as well. I think this one is I think this is a Star Wars outfit, but because it's all ripped up and stuff, I thought this, like, kind of looked good for his character. And I also liked this one as well, because it's kind of, like, princey, but it's also kind of very ragged and kind of ripped up and stitchy and all that kind of stuff. And kind of like, what the Beast would wear if he was to wear clothes as well. But yeah, I'm quite happy with this. I'm quite disappointed that I can't get body hair on him, because I think you can do that in The Sims 3, but you can't do that in The Sims 4. But oh well, I mean, like, it's not a big deal, because it's still, like, it still gets the message across, but yeah, but oh well. I mean, it's kind of a shame, but, it doesn't really matter. But I think, I'm still happy with the way it turned out. So, this is his attempt at trying to be a gentleman. They, like, combed his hair back. This is when he dances with Belle, and he's got his ears popping out. And, yeah, it's kind of sweet as well, because he's, a beast and he's trying to be handsome. I did choose that athletic outfit, thought, if he wants to go for a jog or a run or something. This is his sleepwear. I thought, it is the same outfit that Cogsworth wears during the day, but because, like, I thought it looked more kind of royal and more princey than what he would usually wear, and I did not make that outfit for him either. So yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all the characters so far. I'm really happy with how they turned out, but I probably do need to, like, I probably will at some stage need to work on them a bit. So we got Gaston and LeFou, just for a quick recap. We got Lumiere. Oh, like all the base castle characters. We got Lumiere. We got Cogsworth, Mrs. Potts, Chip, of course, her son, the Beast, that look, Babette, and Madame, that I can't say the rest of her name. And of course we have Maurice and Belle in their own little kind of household they share together. So I think that's, like, yeah, that's all the characters that I made. I'm going to show you guys their households.